The true origin of Babylon. Of the once glorious Babylon, only an archaeological site remains, located in modern-day Iraq. However, its history, known from cuneiform texts, continues to fascinate the world. This ancient Mesopotamian state was a blend of diverse peoples with various origins. Babylon's history is divided into two distinct periods: the Old Babylonian Empire, which began in 1792 BCE and ended in 1595 BCE, with its most notable figure being Hammurabi, and the Neo-Babylonian Empire, which lasted from 612 to 539 BCE, prominently led by Nebuchadnezzar II. Babylon's historical significance owes much to the Bible, where the capital is mentioned as the home of the famous Tower of Babel. However, experts argue that its reputation as a city of sin and vice is undeserved. But how did Babylon originate? Why are there two distinct periods in its history? Babylon is mentioned in the Bible and ancient Greek texts. Did it truly precede the Greeks and Pythagoras in triangular calculations? Were its astronomical insights 1,400 years ahead of their time? Babylon was also the birthplace of the horoscope, the source of the world's first legal code, and a city with a rich culinary tradition. When did Babylon cease to exist as an independent kingdom, and why? Before diving deeper, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications to stay updated with our latest posts. The archaeological sites of Babylon. Today, the city of Babylon is an archaeological site near modern-day Hilla, Iraq. Its ruins were first identified in the 19th century. Excavations began in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, led by German archaeologist Robert Koldewey. During this period, the magnificent blue-tiled Ishtar Gate, constructed by Nebuchadnezzar II, was unearthed. It remains one of Babylon's most splendid monuments. UNESCO has stated that the sacred complex of Babylon, including the Esagila Temple, dedicated to the god Marduk, and the Etemenanki, the legendary Tower of Babel, constituted the spiritual and political heart of ancient Babylon, the capital of the Old Babylonian Empire, calculating with triangles before Pythagoras. For a long time, most historians believed that the Greeks were pioneers in the field of trigonometry. However, researchers from the University of New South Wales in Sydney have suggested that the ancient Babylonians, who lived in what is now Iraq as early as 4000 BCE, were performing such calculations 1,500 years before the Greeks. This claim is based on an analysis of Psi 427, a clay tablet discovered in 1894 during a French archaeological expedition in Sippar, Iraq. This tablet had been housed in the Istanbul Archaeological Museum until it was rediscovered by Dr. Daniel Mansfield, a mathematician from the School of Mathematics and Statistics at the University of New South Wales in 2017. Dr. Mansfield had previously analyzed another tablet, Plimpton 322, which he described as a unique trigonometric table. The Sarzotis 427 tablet, believed to date from the same period, is now considered the first of its kind. Its analysis confirms that the Babylonians understood fundamental trigonometric concepts, allowing them to divide agricultural lands into perfect right triangles. Astronomical knowledge, 1,400 years ahead of its time. For centuries, it was believed that astronomical knowledge began around 1350 CE. However, clay tablets discovered in the British Museum revealed geometric figures used to track the continuous position of Jupiter. These inscriptions, long dismissed as indecipherable gibberish, were translated by astrophysicist Dr. Mathieu Ossendriver from Humboldt University in Germany. His research demonstrated that the Babylonians had advanced knowledge of Jupiter's movements. These conclusions add to what was already known about their understanding of other planets. The tablets depict trapezoidal shapes representing Jupiter's velocity as it decreases over time, from the moment it appears on the horizon to 60 and 120 days later. 2 earlier Babylonian tablets, housed in the British Museum since 1955, had been studied primarily for religious purposes. Only recently has it been revealed that the Babylonians could calculate aspects of Jupiter's movements, insights that modern astronomy has only recently matched. The development of Babylonian mathematics. Thanks to the unearthing of hundreds of clay tablets since the 1850s, many dating from 1800 to 1600 BCE, we now have a clearer understanding of Babylonian mathematics, also known as Assyro-Babylonian mathematics. These findings, written in cuneiform script and the Akkadian or Sumerian languages, showcase some of the most advanced mathematical practices of the ancient Near East. Babylonians used pre-calculated tables to facilitate arithmetic, developed algebraic methods to solve equations, modeled exponential growth, and applied common rules for measuring volumes and areas. The horoscope originated in Babylon. The horoscope, which today has various uses, originated in Babylon with a scientific purpose. Like alchemy, which eventually gave rise to modern chemistry, the horoscope was initially an observational and mathematical attempt to track the positions of celestial bodies. Around 500 BCE, Babylonians used horoscopes to study the regularities and patterns of star and planet movements. The Apin tablets, dating to the 6th century BCE, provide undeniable proof of Babylonian astronomical knowledge, which may have even earlier origins. Experts have determined that Babylonians developed a unified mathematical framework to locate celestial bodies, particularly the Sun-Moon, Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn, Mars, and Venus. The statue of Marduk. Marduk was the patron deity of Babylon, and his statue held immense religious significance, as Babylonians believed the god inhabited it. This statue played a vital role in royal coronations and New Year celebrations. Traditionally housed in the Esagila, Babylon's main temple, the statue was central to rituals. Though there were 7 statues of Marduk in Babylon, the one in Esagila was the most important. It was crafted from masu wood and covered in gold and silver. The statue was stolen and returned multiple times, with some speculating that later versions were mere replicas. Even after Babylon's conquest by Cyrus the Great, the statue remained respected until Xerxes allegedly destroyed it, along with Babylon's temples and fortifications. Some believe the statue was taken to modern-day Iran and melted down. Who was Marduk? Marduk, the son of Enki, the god of wisdom, rose to power according to the Babylonian creation myth, the Enuma Elish. promising victory in a war against the gods Kingu and Tiamat, Marduk demanded to be proclaimed king. Once crowned, he fulfilled his promise, defeating Kingu and killing Tiamat. Marduk is credited with completing creation, forming the heavens, and finishing the work begun by Enki on earth. He is also said to have created the first man, Lulu, from Kingu's remains, as well as the other gods. Humans were created to perform tasks that the gods lacked time for, while the gods were responsible for caring for humanity. In return, humans owed respect and obedience to the deities. Marduk is portrayed as an ambivalent figure, associated with storms and agriculture in some accounts, and with healing, magic, compassion, and justice in others. Marduk in Babylon. Marduk was the king of Babylonian gods and one of the most prominent figures in the Mesopotamian pantheon. The Greeks equated him with Zeus and the Romans with Jupiter. For Babylonians, Marduk's reign was centered not in the heavens, but in Esagila, the temple in Babylon. Marduk gained prominence during Hammurabi's reign, when Babylon's primary deity shifted from Inanna, the goddess of war and sexuality, to him. His influence grew alongside Babylon's power. For a new king to ascend the throne, he first had to grasp the statue of Marduk's hands, a ritual believed to have begun during the Kassite period. The prophecy of Marduk. As mentioned earlier, Marduk's statue was stolen and returned to Babylon multiple times. If the statue, seen as the god's representation, was absent from the city, disaster was thought to be inevitable. Belief was rooted in the idea that the god had abandoned his people, leaving them vulnerable to misfortune and conquest. Each time the statue was stolen, it symbolized a loss of divine favor. One of the most significant incidents involving the statue occurred during the reign of Cyrus the Great. After his conquest of Babylon in 539 BCIE, Cyrus proclaimed himself chosen by Marduk to rule the city, seeking to legitimize his reign in the eyes of the Babylonian people. According to the Cyrus cylinder, a clay artifact often described as the world's first charter of human rights, Cyrus claimed to have returned the statue of Marduk to its rightful place and restored religious practices disrupted by previous rulers. Despite these claims, historical records suggest that the true fate of the statue remains a mystery. Whether destroyed, melted down, or hidden away, its disappearance marked the decline of Babylon's religious and cultural significance. The end of Babylon's independence. Babylon's status as an independent kingdom ended with its conquest by the Persian Empire. Following Cyrus's rule, the city became a province within the empire, though it retained some of its cultural heritage. Over the centuries, the once mighty city fell into decline. Alexander the Great briefly revived Babylon's importance, envisioning it as the capital of his vast empire. However, his untimely death in 323 BCE left these plans unrealized. By the time of the Roman Empire, Babylon was little more than a shadow of its former self. Strabo, the Greek geographer, noted its desolation, describing a city abandoned and in ruins. By the 2nd century CE, Babylon had ceased to exist as a recognizable urban center. The legacy of Babylon. Despite its physical decline, Babylon's legacy endures. The city's achievements in mathematics, astronomy, and law continue to influence modern science and culture. The Code of Hammurabi, one of the earliest known legal codes, serves as a testament to Babylonian innovation in governance and justice. Babylon's myths and religious beliefs, including the stories of Marduk and the Tower of Babel, have also left a lasting mark. These tales have been woven into the fabric of Western literature and theology, shaping how we view the ancient world. Babylon's history is a reminder of the fragility of human civilizations. From its meteoric rise to its ultimate fall, the story of Babylon reflects both the heights of human achievement and the inevitability of change. Today, the ruins of Babylon stand as a testament to a once great empire, inspiring awe and curiosity in those who study its past. In conclusion, Babylon was more than just a city. It was a beacon of ancient innovation and culture. Its contributions to mathematics, astronomy, law, and literature set the stage for future civilizations. Yet, its legacy is not without controversy. From its portrayal as a city of sin in the Bible to the mystery surrounding its downfall, Babylon remains a subject of fascination and debate. As we uncover more about this ancient city through archaeology and scholarship, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities of its history. Babylon's story is a window into the human experience, our capacity for greatness, our struggles with morality, and our enduring quest for understanding. If this video has inspired you, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. And of course, share your experiences in the comments. Together, we can build a strong and positive community. Thank you for joining us on this journey of growth and transformation. See you in the next video.